Hey guys and gals, today I would like to show you the ants that I have caught this year. Specifically, the Carpenter ants, and how I identify so many similar species. I would also like to issue a warning about using certain sites on the internet for identification. And I'll tell you the best way to identify Carpenter ants. All coming up in the video. A quick Google search will reveal that certain sites like iNaturalist have not been the most accurate when it comes to identifying rarer species. And especially in my neck of the woods, where I have very similar carpenter ant species, this is not a good tool to use. So how exactly do I separate this beautiful Sansevieris queen from our last week's video from a very similar Camponotus symmetesticus queen? Well, I use lots of personal observation and the opinions of a more experienced ant-keeping community around me. Many similar Camponotus species not only have differences in their queens, but have subtle differences in their majors as well. This gorgeous Camponotus decipiens queen, for example, there are at least 2 other species, maybe 3, in my area that look almost identical to her. But I'm about 90% sure that this gal and the 5 others like her that I caught are decipiens. And I can be about 90% sure because the live oak forest that this gal was caught from has been searched before. The majors and supermajors especially of Camponotus decipiens, especially in this forest, are quite bulky. In fact, on average, Camponotus decipiens is just a tiny bit bulkier than either Camponotus discolor or Camponotus hayati, which are both very similar to this species. I have been catching and or watching these gals for the last 6 years. They are by far the most common Camponotus in my area. Now, let's get to a rarer species of Camponotus for my area. This amazing looking queen is a Camponotus americanus. This gorgeous species of ants is quite rare in my area. So, if you had caught her and not known what colonies were around, you might think that she is a discolored Sansevieris or a discolored symmetesticus queen. All 3 of those species have a coppery golden looking gaster. And those species vary in color and patterning on their gasters. But if you've been a viewer for a while, you will know that a couple of years ago, I caught a queen of this species launched during winter. Those source colonies have been trying to hide from me for a couple of years, but this year we have found them, and I've caught a queen of their species. And here I have a fairly easily identifiable queen. This gal is a Camponotus texanus. She is the largest Camponotus species in Texas, and the only one with this body shape and size. For me personally, this queen is a bit hard to find and a bit hard to catch. I live in what I like to call the Australian-looking part of Texas, meaning I have thorny scrub brush everywhere instead of tall trees, and these gals like thick, tall trees that they can hide in. Being a fairly large Camponotus species, the small trees that I have in my area don't really support large colonies of these gals very well. So, for me to catch this gal and the 2 others of her species, I had to travel 2 hours. But this species is absolutely worth it. And now for my personal problem child, Campanata cimatesticus. I personally have mistaken this gal for years as Campanata sansevieris. However, after hours and hours of observation from a friend of mine who has over 10 years of ant keeping experience, we have correctly identified this gal and the 2 others that I caught as Campanatus cimatesticus. I started ant keeping toward the middle of 2019, so this is about my 7th year of ant keeping. And even I have misidentified this species for years. So having a community of more experienced ant keepers around you is an invaluable tool, and something that all newer ant keepers should have access to. Which is an amazing segue to tell you about my brand new Discord. I just started this Discord server a few days ago, and we don't have very many members just yet. But I'm hoping that with enough time and patience, like an ant colony, we can build up the membership. I'm also hoping that this will be a place where newer ant keepers can get advice from more experienced ant keepers. And now, before I end the video, please guys, go check out my new friend, Stance on Ants. You may know him from Instagram, but he has just started his brand new YouTube channel. Go check him out and show him some love. And thank you all so much for watching.